The reason why so many of us women are stuck in who we are is because we are so afraid to just get out and do the thing. We are so afraid to press record on the cell phone or a video, a camera. We're so afraid to do that. And I can speak to that because that's who I would say that's who I was, but it's still who I am. As I'm journaling through this journey of not being afraid, um, yeah, I am still there. I still have that fear of pressing record. I see so many women being so brave and going out and doing the things that their hearts desire. And I glean from that because I imagine me doing the same thing. I imagine me just being so confident and so bold to just, talk, get on the camera and talk because I feel like I have something to say. I imagine me just being so bold and just stepping out of my comfort zone. And honestly, I have been working on that over some years. I'm not as introverted or quiet as I used to be, um, but it's still taking some time for me to come out of my comfort zone because I still love who I am. I love still being in the background. I love still being, the introverted person that I am, but I have been coming out of my shell lately and I have been building up some confidence. I've been making friends over the years, something that I shied away from for a really long time because when I got married back in 2000. I'm from New Orleans and my husband's from New Iberia, Louisiana. And so we moved from Louisiana to Texas. And when we came here to Texas, I had no one, nobody but my husband. So I literally made him my best friend. I made him everything. So much so to where he was like, we're going to need to find you some friends. But anyway, um, I'm just like you, like just really scared to do stuff. It's like we know we wanna do something, but we're so scared to do it because we are so afraid of what our friends are gonna think about us. We're so afraid of what our families and coworkers or whomever is gonna think about us. So we don't do the things that, that really it excites us, that really get us going. So I started not long ago, I started recording videos of me um, in different clothes. Like I'm not a fashion guru. I'm not a stylist or anything like that. But I started doing things that I really enjoy doing. I even started taking up golf because it's something that I'm intrigued by, and I want to learn how to golf. I'm not trying to become pro or anything like that, but it's a new hobby that I'm interested in. And so my way of becoming unstuck is to try things that I really want to do and try and not, depending on somebody to come with me to do it, not depending on or getting permission from anybody to do the things that I really want to try and do for myself that makes me happy. So I'm trying new things. This is how I am becoming unstuck at 50. And I love the feeling that I get when I do this because it makes me feel happy. A lot of times we stay stuck too is because we don't know what it is that excites us. We don't know what it is that makes us happy because for so long we've been taking care of the children. We have three kids. They're now teenagers. We have a set of twins, and they are 19, about to be 20, and we have a 17-year-old who's about to be 18 in the next couple of days. And so my kids now are old enough to where they can take care of themselves. And I get really excited and happy about that because now my husband and I can do things with them if we choose to or without them. We can leave them and go and do things on our own. So that excites me. But at the same time, I also get some of my time back because I'm not having to, you know, care for my children 24/7 like I did when they were babies or young kids. And so at this big age of mine, there are things that I want to do. I want to become a content creator. I call myself a wannabe content creator. I want to be able to pick up this little microphone and turn on a camera and talk about things that matters to me, or share ideas, or just be able to talk and impact someone's life. And so there are things that in my life that I'm doing that sometimes I don't feel like, I don't even give myself a pat on the back for it. Not that I need it, but because we do so many things, we work so hard to get the things that we have, and we work so hard to take care of our families and people around us, that when we do accomplish something, we don't we don't celebrate that. We don't. I think that that is because in some kind of way we really don't value who we are. And I think as women, we need to start valuing ourselves. Like, start celebrating the small wins. So recently, my husband and I, we created a TEDx event. It's called TEDx Robinson Road, and this was a dream of mine, sort of. The dream was to be on the TEDx stage. I wanted to be a speaker, but I'm an introvert. So for me to get on the stage is really, really, really hard. I imagine myself there. I visualize myself there. I see myself on the stage so clearly that when I think about being on a stage, I literally, like, I can feel myself overheating and getting nervous and all of that. So just, this is practice for me, just to be have this mic in my hand and to be talking to the camera, and the things that I've been doing lately to get myself out of, the stuckness that I'm in. This is practice for me. So anyway, we curated this event and it was amazing. And that was something that I didn't think that I could do. My husband supported me huge. He was my big one of my he was the biggest supporter of me with this TEDx event, because I was afraid that I didn't have what it took, the ability to create something like this alongside him. And I really surprised myself. I surprised myself because I found, and here's the thing, you don't know what you can do until you actually try. So you can say, well, I don't know how to, you know, fix or hang up a picture. Well, have you ever tried to hang up a picture? Or I don't know how to, I don't know, swim. Well, have you ever taken swim lessons? You don't know what you can do until you actually try to do it. And I found that through this process of curating this TEDx event, that I know more than I think I know, that I have more knowledge than I think I have, that I have more information than I think I have, that I have more confidence than I think I have, and that I can build relationships better than I thought I could, or I can make connections with the community. I didn't know that I could do these things because I never allowed myself to do it. The first thought um, when someone brought this idea to me, I crammed. I was like, nope, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. That's not for me. Choose someone else to do this. Put on my big girl panties and I said, okay, let's go. I'm 50. I'm trying new things. I'm saying yes to things that I would have said no to, as long as it doesn't bring me any harm or my family any harm. I'm saying yes to things now. And so that unlocked a part of me that was just waiting to be uncaged. And that was more confidence. That was more more of me feeling like I have the ability or the capability to do something. So now from that, I'm on to something else. On to creating our second TEDx event. And so it involves a lot of things. It involves, like I say, making relationships and going out into the community. So there are things that you want to do, that you want to unlock, the potential that you have. Um, the dream that you are wanting to have, that you are wanting to, you can unlock that, but you can't do that until you take the first step. And if somebody asks you something or to do something and you feeling afraid to do it, just take a deep breath and don't say no right away. Think about it. Take a deep breath, go inward, and think about all the things that you have already done. The reason why somebody is asking you to do something and step out of your comfort zone and do something that you have never done before is because they see something in you that you don't even see, that you don't recognize that you have. So the next time somebody asks you, present an opportunity to you, don't say no right away. Take some time to think about it, pray about it, bring it to God, discuss it with a trusted friend or your partner, and see what happens from there. Because I'm telling you, the feeling of becoming unstuck, and you don't become unstuck with everything all at once, because sometimes you don't even know where you're stuck at. But it takes you saying yes to opportunities. It takes you saying yes to things that actually scares you, because this scared me. So, but if we're saying always saying yes to things that's so easy, that's like, oh yeah, I can do that. That's not going to grow you in any kind of way. You need things that actually scares you. That's going to grow you. From that opportunity came so many other opportunities, like a speaking opportunity for me, which I'll talk about another time. But allow yourself to become unstuck, especially especially if you're over 50, because I feel like 50 is where it's at. Um, not, I mean, you can allow yourself to do this at any age, but at 50, we ain't got time to be playing no more. I mean, we're halfway through, so we don't know how many more years we have on this earth. So unstuck yourself, unearth yourself so that you can enjoy life on earth and do the things that you like absolutely love to do. I'm curious to know, what are you stuck in, and how are you going about trying to unstuck yourself, if that's a word? What are some things that you want to become unstuck in? And I would say start where you are. You don't need to go and reinvent your whole life. You just need to start where you are.